Hey guys, so the prices that you see in the thumbnail, no, that's not hyperbole. No, those aren't price predictions that I'm using for later in the year. Those are basically current prices on TCG Player, and we're going to look at it all today. The last four sets of Sword and Shield, and then all of SV Era for the booster boxes. And I know some of you guys might think this is repetitive, but the reality is these prices are changing rapidly every single day in this market. And I want to keep you guys informed because for a lot of you guys, maybe you have a paycheck coming or you're thinking about picking up some boxes. This might be the sign for you guys to pick some up for your local store or whatever online outlet that you shop at increases their prices to keep up. So the last four sets of Sword and Shield, not too much is going on, but we are seeing some movement. Brilliant Stars is now up to around $290, more consistently than where it was at 280, 285 like a week ago. Astral Radiance is seeing a gain as well, maybe not on the graph, but when you go in here, most recent sales, $240, $250, and $248. Those were all from yesterday, so definitely seeing like that 5-10% increase, getting close to its all-time high again, or maybe even pushing through it. Lost Origin getting close to its all-time high as well. Most recent sale was $398.95, so basically almost $400. You did have one at 320, which was a bit lower, one at 380, one at 375, a couple more at 385. But we are getting back to around $400 on LO, and I think it's going to reach that point probably within a week or two if this growth cycle continues. Silver Tempest getting close to 250 again as well. Most recent sale, 240, and then we did have a 250 yesterday. Another one at 250, 245, so it is in that range again. But I think a lot of the interesting data comes when we start looking at SV era booster boxes. So for example, base set, it says 170 on the graph, which if you thought 170 was ridiculous, right? Because it kind of is. Less than a month ago, it was around $140 a box. Well, it's not really 170 because when you go look at most recent sales, $188, $188, $188, $200. Guys, this is selling for around $190 based on the most recent sales from today. You do have a couple lower ones yesterday, but in that 165, 170 range. But it is seeing, consistent sales over 180, closer to $190. And I mean, SV base is just getting pumped. We obviously know the Drowsy, one of the newest cards that, maybe you paid attention to, the Slowpoke. This was $10 at the end of November. It's now selling for over $40. And I believe there's sales, maybe not closer to 50, but actually, yeah, most recent sale from today, $55. But $40, consistently it's selling on TCG Player for. Again, like I like the artwork, but is this a $40 card really? Like, I don't know. It's Slowpoke, guys. That's just my opinion. Paldea Evolved, again, selling consistently in that 225 range now. You hardly see sales below it. Someone bought 5 boxes at $199. Someone left in my comments, though, that TCG Player's price here doesn't show shipping, so these could have been sold for higher than that. And I didn't realize that. That was a good thing to point out to me. But definitely, it is selling consistently over $220, closer to 225. Obsidian Flames next up, still selling in that 190, 192 range. And yeah, you do have a couple lower sales here as well. This, out of everything that's going on, this makes the most sense to me. Obsidian Flames, you guys know I'm the #1 Obsidian Flames hater. This set absolutely sucks. The only good card in it is the Ninetales. There are a couple other ones, whatever, Scissors in there, Cliffa, I think, Cleffa. So there's a couple decent ones, but whatever. I hate the set. It's starting to make sense if at least SV base comes up to match where Obsidian Flames is. That makes sense to me. We got to see a few more price movements before I think that all the SV booster boxes are in the rightful spots. But whatever. Obsidian Flames still sitting around that 190 range. Paradox Rift, this one is starting to come up now. I think people saw that this was undervalued, sitting in that 176 range on the graph. When you go into most recent sales, though, $185 from today, 182, 185. So again, this is a box. You do see a couple lower sales here, below 170, but for the most part, consistently selling over $180 over the past couple of days. Temporal Forces next up. This is still selling in that 170, 175 range. You do have a couple sales here closer to $180 from today. And keep an eye on this box. Obviously, it's still in stock on the Pokemon Center. I don't know how long that's going to last, especially with it pushing $180 on TCG Player. I imagine people are going to start buying that out, especially, for Canadians. When you do the conversion right now, because our dollar's not as great, but we still get charged in Canadian dollars, the conversion's like 180, or excuse me, 148, I think. 149, something like that. So for us to buy on the Pokemon Center, the Temporal Forces booster box, we're getting a very good deal. And most stores in Canada are now up to like 140 on their Temporal Forces booster boxes, so much cheaper there. Even you guys in the States, it's probably the cheapest price for most of you. Twilight Masquerade, this is insane. Guys, look at the graph. It says $210, which considering this was $170, $175 a month ago, yeah, I mean, go in here. It's now selling $230. Most recent sales from today, 230, 230, 225. Again, yesterday there were a couple lower ones, but this box is now selling close to 230. Keep an eye on it. Maybe it goes higher. I can't imagine that these are going to go much higher without us seeing an increase in something like Astral Radiance and Silver Tempest. But I think part of this is just speaking to the fact that people need product, and there really just isn't that much product out there on the market right now. Twilight Masquerade as well. Part of it also could be some of the cards increasing in value. We've covered the Greninja multiple times over the past couple weeks. I did think it was undervalued just because all these other cards were going up. It's still selling consistently around that $400 price point. So we have seen like a 10-20% move on it. But something that a lot of people probably didn't recognize, the Perrin and the Carmine, both of these have been quietly climbing from like the $50-$60 range over the past couple months. And these are both over $80. The Perrin's over $90 now and is actually the second most expensive card in Twilight Masquerade. We've seen that EV pull back a little bit. In combination with the Perrin, the Hisuian Growlithe is now over $20 as well. It's basically doubled in value, and it's definitely seen a move up with the Perrin. As you guys know, these cards are kind of like combination cards where you can see in the camera here, Perrin's camera, you can see the Hisuian Growlithe looking up at it, and in the Hisuian Growlithe card, you're looking down at it. It's a nice, cute combination there. Stellar Crown, now selling around $180 as well. You do have a couple sales up here around $190 from today and yesterday, a couple lower ones as well. Stellar Crown, you know, again, not my favorite set. It's a very new set. I would imagine that this is much more likely to get reprinted than something like Temporal Forces or Obsidian Flame. So again, I think we got to see a little bit of adjustment in some of these boxes before we get to a proper order in some of these booster box prices. But you know, it's still in that range. That's cool. And then Surging Sparks, still sitting around 250, 260. You have a couple sales here, maybe even up to 270 from yesterday, 269.99. A couple lower ones as well, below 250, but you know, still in that range, 250, 260, doing its thing. Anyways, guys, I wanted to keep it short today. Hopefully you got something out of this video. If you did, could you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are planning to shop eBay, Hobbiesville, TCG Player, I have affiliate links down below. They're free for you to use. I get a small kickback from it, so it's a free and easy way to support the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.